My name is Doug Cook. I'm the publisher of Jack's Facts Travel Marketing. And today, once again, our presenter will be Mauricio Emrich. He is the General Director of the Small Distinctive Hotels of Costa Rica. Today, Mauricio will be discussing the wide variety of adventure travel options that Costa Rica has to offer your clients. After Mauricio's presentation, there will be time for questions. So if you would please send them to us in the area provided, we will get to them after the presentation. Alternatively, you're welcome to contact either Mauricio or myself directly with any comments or questions you may have about the webinar. Our respective emails should be on the screen there for you right now. And without further ado, let me turn this over to Mauricio.
Okay, everybody, hello. Greetings from Costa Rica. It's everybody looking at the correct screen?
It looks good. Yes, it looks good, Mauricio. We have the CostaRicaAdventure, the perfect combination screen up.
Okay, excellent. Thank you very much, Doc. So again, greetings from Costa Rica. Yes, this webinar is going to be all about the combination of Costa Rica plus adventure. And for us, it's the perfect combination because in Costa Rica, you can do great adventure. There are lots of activities that you can choose from depending on the region that you are in the country. And also, we are adding that distinctive way. You can do the best of adventure in Costa Rica plus adding the small distinctive hotels in the different regions. So that will be a great combination. So let's begin quickly with some general information, some general facts about Costa Rica. Costa Rica, it's not relatively small. It's a very small country. It's just 19,700 square miles, more or less the size of West Virginia. But that's one of the great advantages of Costa Rica because being so small, then you can travel from place to place very easy, very easy, on a very easy way. So you can easily go from a mountain to a volcano, from a volcano to a beach, from a cloud forest to a rainforest, from whitewater rafting to the city. So it's very easy to move in this small country that is full with activities. And as you can see here on the map, we have both oceans. We have the Atlantic Ocean, we have the Pacific Ocean, and then a mountain range here on the center, and lots of activities all over the country. So we're going to visit the different regions and what's there regarding adventure in the different regions of Costa Rica. Green season just started. That's very important for you to know. Costa Rica is a never-ending odyssey of adventure and discovery, yes. It's very important for you to know that Costa Rica has two seasons. The dry season that will go from December to the end of April, and the green season that starts on May all the way to November. And it's important for you to know because in the green season you will get better specials and promotions and better rates because the traffic of tourism goes lower, and so that's when the hotels, rent-a-cars, and tour operators put out all the great specials and better rates for you to take advantage on. So we will be in green season till November. Of course, yes, it's called the green season because that's when the rains come, that's when the rains show up. But in Costa Rica, usually we have a sunny morning, then we have some showers in the afternoon, and a clear night again. So the green season or rainy season is not that bad. So you don't have to be worried about that. Let's begin with the central region that is known as the doorway to adventure. Right there at the Central Valley, where you can see the red circle there, circling the Central Valley. That's where our main international airport is located, the Juan Santa Maria International Airport, and it's known to be the doorway to adventure because you can start organizing lots of one-day tours all full of adventure in Costa Rica. For example, the Pacuare River, the whitewater rafting at the Pacuare River. One of the best whitewater raftings in the world. It's a beautiful river, not only for the rapids that are class 3 or 4 with excellent guides, but also by the scenery surrounding the river, the rainforest protected, and all the beautiful surroundings of this river. And you can do it on a one-day tour. That means you can go back and forth from the city to do the whitewater rafting. Also, you will find the canopy tours that are very popular in the whole country. From the central region, you can access different zip linings and canopy tours all over the country, which are full of adrenaline, excellent service, and with a different point of view of the forest, because you will be traveling on a zip line from one canopy of a tree to another canopy of a tree, as you can see in the picture. They are very secure. They are very well take care. The clients will feel always in good hands by the guides that attend these canopy tours. Also, of course, the trails on the forest in the central region, like I was telling you at the beginning, you can go from a cloud forest to a tropical forest, and all of those forests that are usually in national parks, there is always trails to walk inside those national parks. You will always find different trails for different levels depending on how adventurous you are. There are very long trails or hikes or treks or other short trails for people that doesn't want to walk very much. And usually you see a lot of wildlife in these trails, and if you are accompanied with one of our naturalist guides, they will interpret the forest for you and teach you everything related with the forest. So there's always a nice adventure to walk inside the forest. Also, from the central region, you can visit these beautiful volcanoes. Less than 2 hours by car, you will be visiting a moonscape volcano like this one, the Irasu volcano, with a beautiful green lagoon in the center of the crater. Or you can go to this other beautiful volcano, the Poas volcano, with a turquoise lagoon in the center. And these two volcanoes, you can walk all the way to the rim of the crater and take a look at these beautiful craters and the beautiful lagoons inside. This one that we're looking at right now, this one is Poas volcano, and it is considered one of the biggest craters in the world. So it's a great adventure to walk all the way to the rim of these craters and take a look at these active volcanoes. They are considered active volcanoes. This one has been very active lately. It's been throwing ashes all over the Central Valley. Right now you cannot get close to it because, like I said, it's been very, very active. All of our houses in the Central Valley are full of ash because of this volcano, but you can see it from the far. It's not dangerous. Still, you can go to hotels in the nearby areas and look at the hotel throwing the ashes with no danger at all. It's the Turrialba volcano. It's a beautiful volcano in the Turrialba region. Like I said, lately, recently, throwing a lot of ash to the skies. Beautiful waterfalls, that's another thing that you can do, another activity that you can do while you are in the central region. You can go to the waterfall gardens and walk along a trail and visit 5 spectacular waterfalls, and you will be very close to them. I believe you've never been that close to a big waterfall as this one, and there are 4 more besides the one you're looking at the picture. The trail will take you down the river looking at more other beautiful waterfalls. It's also, while you walk in the rainforest, you will be encountering beautiful waterfalls. Mountain biking. Mountain biking is one of our great activities in the mountains of Costa Rica. Definitely it's a great sport. Definitely there are many areas to practice mountain biking. There in the central region, there are many opportunities to do excellent mountain biking around the country, and at the same time look at beautiful city views or forest views and enjoy the rides. This is the distinctive way. You can do all of those adventure activities that I just explained, and you can stay in these small distinctive hotels of Costa Rica, like the Grano de Oro, the Peace Lodge, that is the one that has the waterfall gardens as their own garden, or the Casa Turire Hotel. This Casa Turire Hotel, it's a perfect hotel to go and see the Turrialba volcano smoking. You can go right now. It is very safe, no danger at all, and from that hotel you can see the Turrialba volcano and admire the activity that it's been having lately. Now let's go to the North Pacific. The North Pacific of Costa Rica is the driest area of the country, is full of beaches, also volcanoes, and the dry forests. So what else to do as adventure in the beautiful beaches of the North Pacific? Well, surfing. We have great waves in Costa Rica in both coasts. The North Pacific has one of the best waves in the country, and we get a lot of surfers looking for those perfect rides. We have very good surfers in Costa Rica, and they can practice all over the Pacific coast or the Caribbean coast, and we get a lot of tourists, like I said, looking for excellent waves. Kite surfing. Kite surfing in the ocean in the North Pacific, it's a great activity. There are beaches on the North Pacific of Costa Rica with excellent wind that you can practice this great adventurous sport that is called kite surfing. Also the ATV rides. ATV is this vehicle that we're looking at here right now, all-terrain vehicles, that's the meaning of the ATV. And there are rides, as you can see in the picture, inside the forest, crossing rivers, very adventurous, and you can get that in the North Pacific of Costa Rica. Look at this other picture. You can go in groups. If you go with your family, you can hire 5, 6 ATVs and go and do a nice ride along the forest of Costa Rica and cross rivers, and also take a look at beautiful views along your rides. Windsurfing. Windsurfing also is very good in the North Pacific of Costa Rica. The same beaches that you used to do the kite surfing, they are also excellent for windsurfing. The same conditions apply. So you will get kite surfers and windsurfers in these windy beaches in the North Pacific of Costa Rica. Of course, snorkeling and scuba diving in the North Pacific of Costa Rica is a great option. There are beautiful islands in the oceans of the North Pacific area, and they are great for snorkeling or scuba diving. Actually, you can swim very close with this whale shark, the biggest fish in the world. You can easily see it in the North Pacific of Costa Rica, and if you are lucky, you can swim along with this whale shark, which is a huge shark, but it's totally safe. It's not dangerous at all. Also, the nesting of the turtles. It is beautiful. It's a great experience to see and to go to the beach and see these leatherback turtles, considered one of the biggest turtles in the world. And you can go to the beaches of the North Pacific and witness this huge turtle, considered a dinosaur, a living dinosaur, to come out of the waters and build their nests and lay their eggs. So it's a great opportunity if you are in the North Pacific of Costa Rica. What are the hotels to stay if you want to have an adventure activity in the North Pacific of Costa Rica? Well, we have Capitan Suizo right in front of Tamarindo Beach. It's an excellent option. Or we have Hotel Flor Blanca. This is a very luxurious hotel, only with 10 rooms, very exclusive, right in front of Santa Teresa Beach, a beach that is considered to have excellent waves, very good for surfing. And both hotels are right in front of the ocean. Let's go to the Central Pacific. Central Pacific is this red square marking you there on the map. The Central Pacific, as it says there, is the land of crocodiles, beaches, and national parks. Yes, it's the land of crocodiles. It's the area where you can go and have a crocodile tour and get real close to the crocodiles. These tours are really incredible. You really get very close to the crocodile. These huge animals, like 3 meters long, that will be like 10 feet long, and you will go along the river observing nature, but looking for these huge crocodiles, and you can observe them very close. As you can see there on the picture, look how close the boat gets to these crocodiles. And so we call it the CostaRicaAdventure or crocodile safari, and you can do this on the Central Pacific of Costa Rica. They are very famous, and National Geographic has been done many documentaries about these crocodiles in the Central Pacific of Costa Rica. Of course, surfing. Again, along the Central Pacific coast, we also have excellent waves. I forgot to mention that if you haven't, or your clients haven't had the opportunity to surf, or they are not surfers, there is always a good opportunity to begin learning. And in Costa Rica, you will find a lot of surfing lessons along the coast with very good teachers. So there's always a day to start learning to surf in the very good waves of Costa Rica. And talking about the good waves of the country, we will soon have an international world surfing tournament, the ISA. All surfers from all over the world will come to the Central Pacific of Costa Rica, and they'll participate on an international tournament. So this tells you how good the waves are in Costa Rica for this sport, for this adventurous sport. In the Central Pacific, we will find Manuel Antonio National Park with offering beautiful trails, beautiful beaches. It's a beautiful national park because it will combine a beautiful beach like the one you're looking at in the picture, combined with the forest. So it's a great combination, a protected beach combined with a protected forest. And the trails inside the forest are just beautiful. Inside those trails, you will see these white-faced capuchin monkeys. Also, you have possibilities to see this howler monkey howling and doing that very strong noise that they used to do when they're howling. And also there are deers, the white-tailed deer, or sloths. There are a lot of sloths in Manuel Antonio National Park. Manuel Antonio National Park can be considered one of the national parks in Costa Rica where you can easily see animals. And the reason for this is that it's a very small national park. So animals are congregated in a small area. So there are very high chances or possibilities that any trail that you take, they will be surrounded by a lot of animals like the ones that I show you. This is a very typical site inside the Manuel Antonio National Park, the three-toed sloth. Hotels in the region that you can choose from to stay, to do the adventure in the distinctive way, it will be Villa Caletas. Villa Caletas is a very romantic hotel. There are rooms with their own private swimming pool. It has a beautiful swimming pool, and for the adventurous couples, this will be great hotel to stay and then visit the beautiful national parks or the crocodile adventure. And let's continue with the Southern Pacific, or the South Pacific of Costa Rica. This is the home of Corcovado National Park. This is the home of the whale watching tours. Yes, the whales come every year to Costa Rica from the month of July to the month of September. September being the highest month of visitation of the humpback whale. The humpback whale comes to Costa Rica to mate and to have their babies, because they need to have their babies in tropical waters, not very cold waters, otherwise their baby will die. So they come to Costa Rica. They come to the tropical waters of Costa Rica, where they'll find excellent temperature, and so that's the season when the tourists go on small boats to observe the humpback whale. Those are the sights, more or less, that you see when you go out on a whale watching tour in the South Pacific of Costa Rica. Also, it's very easy to see the dolphins while you are looking at the whales, sorry, or you are looking, for the humpback whale. Many dolphins will jump off the water by the boat. So it's very easy to see that this is the bottlenose dolphin, and I'm sure you will see this guy too when you go out looking out for the whales in the South Pacific of Costa Rica. Horseback riding, of course, we couldn't miss this adventurous activity in Costa Rica. You will find horseback riding also all over the country, but here we mention it here in the South Pacific of Costa Rica because you can go horseback riding to a beautiful waterfall, a spectacular waterfall, and that you will go on your horse and then arrive. Look at this, the Nauyaca waterfalls. This is your final destination after a great horseback riding tour. And so this is spectacular because it's going to be hot, it's going to be humid, but you know that when you get to your destination, you can have a swim in very refreshing waters and observing this beautiful waterfall. Look at this shape of the coast. It's a mystery for us, and it's a very big coincidence. I just told you that these are the waters that the whales choose to come and have their babies and to mate. And take a look at the shape of the coast. It's a perfect whale tail, and that's exactly in front of where the whales mate and have their babies. So it's a fun coincidence. It's an incredible coincidence, and this is a national park. You can walk here. You can walk in this. We call it a tombolo in Spanish. It's a sand formation that connects an island to mainland, and it has the shape of a whale tail. This is Corcovado National Park, one of the most important national parks for Costa Rica. It's primary forest. It's been considered by National Geographic as one of the most intense biodiverse pieces of land in the world. So this is a national park that you can walk inside in different trails. You will see primary forest. That means that it's a forest that has never been cut. It is as the earth was created, and You can experience all the evolution of the forest, and of course, being a primary forest, there are very high possibilities to see a lot of animals. In front of those coasts, before talking about Corcovado National Park, in front of the coast of Corcovado National Park, there is a little island that is called Caño Island. I want to go back to the map and show you exactly where it is. In this little peninsula over here that I'm pointing out, this is where Corcovado National Park is located. And in front of here, where I have the little arrow right now, there is a small island called Caño Island. That's one of the best spots to practice snorkeling and scuba diving in Costa Rica. It's excellent for observing the marine life in Costa Rica. And going back to Corcovado, if you are very lucky, it's one of the places that you will be able to see the jaguar. It's very difficult to see it because it's a nocturnal animal. It usually hunts at night, so during the day he rests. But there is people that have seen it in this beautiful forest of the South Pacific. The spider monkey, it's another type of monkey that you can see in the forest of Corcovado. And this is inside the Gulf. This is more or less the small boats that you will take to go out and observe the whales. And you can see how lush the vegetation is all over the coast. This is a beautiful national park. Look at the pristine waters, look at the vegetation inside the Gulf. This is really spectacular. Very calm waters all the time, so it's a perfect place to practice the paddle boarding, stand-up paddle boarding, another great activity. Excellent to practice it in the Golfo Dulce, inside the Gulf of Golfo Dulce, where the waters are always very calm, and so you will be surrounded by beautiful forests. And you can, if you're lucky also, you can see some dolphins or turtles while you are paddling. Sport fishing. Sport fishing is a great activity for Costa Rica. You can go for sport fishing and look for sailfish or smaller fish like the mahi-mahi or the snooks. But a lot of fishermen come to the South Pacific of Costa Rica looking for the sailfish and the marlins. Kayaking in beautiful rivers. That's another option. That's another opportunity. It's excellent. It's a great adventure activity. You will be kayaking in beautiful rivers surrounded by beautiful forests, or you can go out and kayak in the ocean. What are the hotels that you can choose from if you want to do it the distinctive way, the adventure, the distinctive way? You can choose Hotel Cuna del Ángel. If you want to see the whales, this is an excellent option. They are just 10 minutes away from where the tour departs to see the whale watching tour. Or the Nicuesa Rainforest Lodge. Nicuesa Rainforest Lodge is inside the Golfo Dulce, and it's a really adventure on its own. Just to get to the hotel, it's only can be done by a small boat. There are no roads. There is no car access. So it's a real adventure, and you feel really isolated, surrounded only by primary forest, but in excellent and beautiful accommodations. It's an excellent option. Now to finish the tour, let's go to the mountain regions where the hanging bridges and the canopy in the cloud forest is. In the northern plains, we have excellent canopy tours or zip lining. You will be zip lining in one of the most important cloud forests in the world, the Monteverde Cloud Forest Reserve. Also is the home of the Arenal volcano. Arenal volcano is the only perfect conic-shaped volcano that we have in Costa Rica, and you can combine the views to the volcano with an excellent mountain bike ride. These are the hanging bridges. In this area, there are lots of opportunities to choose from to experience the hanging bridges. Hanging bridges go from a canopy of a tree to another canopy of another tree, and so you will be walking on top of trees. This will give you another point of view of the forest. And there are kilometers of hanging bridges in that region. So it's also an excellent opportunity to see other kinds of animals, animals that you will only see in the top of the trees. Look how beautiful. They are very safe, they're very secure, and they are beautiful to walk on by. This is a member of Small Distinctive Hotels that is located in the Northern Plains. Is the Belmar Hotel. It's a great option for you to stay and do the adventure in Costa Rica the distinctive way. Whether you are seeking quiet, nature, and discovery or thrilling adventure, Costa Rica has it all, and there will be never a dull moment. I would like to show you a nice short video. I hope you enjoy it. Well, that was a very quick video to give you an example of all the adventurous activities that we have in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a very adventurous country. There's a lot to do and see, as you saw during the presentation. In every region of the country, there are many activities to do: whitewater rafting, zip lining, stand-up paddling, ATV tours, horseback riding, rappelling, as you saw on the video, and many other more activities, sport fishing. So you name it. Costa Rica, it's a perfect destination for the adventurous, and you can do it the distinctive way, staying in the small distinctive hotels of Costa Rica, which are boutique hotels with excellent service and excellent food and accommodations. So thank you very much for your attention. That will be the webinar for today, Doug. So it will be time for questions.
Great. Thank you, Mauricio. That was a fantastic presentation. It looks like Costa Rica has just about every adventure sport you could ask for. We do have a couple questions here. The first question was, what are the dates for the ISA surfing competition?
What are the dates for the ISA? I don't know the exact dates, but Doc, I can send it to you, and you can send that person
That's
the
fine.
information.
Yep, I have her name. We can get that to her, no problem.
Yes.
Great. And somebody else is asking, is the video that you just played available on a website?
The video that I just played is available on YouTube. There are many videos about Costa Rica. This one is specialized in adventure, but there are many other videos about Costa Rica that are called Essential Costa Rica, and you will find them easily in YouTube.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, we have another question. Amy asks, would you spell the name of the island off of, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Corcovado National Park that is excellent for snorkeling?
Yes, of course, Amy. Well, the spelling has a letter that only we have it in Spanish. So it will be C-A, then an N, and that N has an apostrophe on top, and then an O. And that should read Caño, Caño, Caño Island. C-A-N with apostrophe O.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And that, I think, is it for questions. Well,
All right.
thank you for a wonderful presentation. Travel agents, thank you for attending today's webinar. I apologize for the confusion on the timing in the beginning, but it looks like everyone was able to join us, so that's great. Just so everybody knows, there will be a recording of this webinar available on our website, which is www.jacksfax.com. That should be up in just a couple days. I guess that will wrap it up. Thank you all. Have a great afternoon.
All right. Thank you very much, Doug, and everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you.